Good evening. Welcome to the Spring 2026 Master's Ceremony for the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School. Will you please rise as you are able for the processional, followed by the national anthem. For the 412th time, candidates from the Pennsylvania State University have gathered to celebrate their commencement. All are in their places. This graduation ceremony is hereby called to order.
Thank you, Dr. Dardis. Welcome to the Master's Commencement Ceremony for the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School. I am Stephanie Danette Preston, Associate Dean for Graduate Educational Engagement and Chief Diversity Officer for Graduate Education in the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School. We will now be led in the national anthem performed by the College of Arts and Architecture students Anna Ferreras, accompanied by the Center Brass Quintet.
give proof to the night that our flag is still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Fotis Soteropoulos, Executive Vice President and Provost of Penn State.
Thank you, Dr. Preston. And good evening, soon-to-be graduates. And happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. So before we begin, I want to hear how excited you are all to be here. Okay. That sounds good. And what about everybody up in the audience, parents, family? Are you excited to be here? Okay, we can start then. The excitement is there. So congratulations. Today is a celebration of your accomplishments, your dedication, and your perseverance. You have arrived, as our alma mater says, with your hopes bright and free. Today is your day, but it also marks a meaningful milestone in our university's history. This year marks 125 years since Fred Paty, professor of literature, wrote our alma mater song. So let us step back for a moment to think about what Penn State, what the dear old state looked like 125 years ago. When Professor Paty wrote the alma mater song in 1901, there were fewer than 10 buildings on campus, if you can imagine that. Huh? When students needed to go home, whether to Pittsburgh, to Philadelphia, or beyond, they actually had to take the train from Belmont. But first, they had to get there, boarding another train at a station where the Hammond Building stands right now. And the train ride to Belmont took about over an hour. And do you know, by the way, how many students enrolled at Penn State at that time? About 300 undergraduates. A lot has changed since then. This weekend, more than 12,000 of you are graduating, and Penn State will always be your alma mater. This deserves a round of applause. In Latin, alma mater means nourishing mother. Your alma mater is the place that nourishes and shapes you, sharpens your thinking, prepares and now launches you. That's why these words still ring true 125 years later. When we stood at childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state. Where you go from here is all yours, it's all you. While you have indeed been molded by your time at Penn State, you mold your own future now. Some of you are headed in the workforce, others are headed to graduate school, to volunteer work, to all kinds of exciting adventures. But as you go, remember that you are not going alone. As your alma mater, Penn State will always be here for you and be part of your journey. The strength of this institution lies in its people, and you will always belong to our community. Later this year, by the way, marks another extraordinary milestone as Penn State, wait to digest what you're going to hear right now, will confer its 1 millionth degree. Just take a moment to think through that. And guess what? With your graduation, you will become part of that proud and lasting legacy. This is the power of Penn State, a community that stays with you wherever your path heads. The we of we are goes with you. And as the song reminds us, for the future that we wait, it is upon you, graduates, that future is here. Remember, as you set off on your path, that acting with purpose and honor are all that is needed for greatness. And I know, we know, that you will all do great things. Penn State will always be here for you, and you are what makes us strong. Today, we raise the song for you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost Soteropoulos. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Michael Verderame, Senior Associate Dean in the Fox Graduate School. Dr. Michael Verderame has served as Senior Associate Dean of the Fox Graduate School at Penn State since 2015, where he supports the Graduate Council in developing academic policies and the review of new and revised academic programs and courses, and represents the Fox Graduate School on numerous university committees and initiatives, all with the goal of providing our graduate students with both an outstanding education and a positive experience. Before joining the Fox Graduate School, Dr. Verderame began his career as an assistant professor of microbiology and immunology at the Penn State College of Medicine, ultimately rising to Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and Professor of Medicine. There, he transformed graduate education by overseeing a redesign of course curriculum, helping create an integrated biomedical sciences doctoral program, and together with graduate students, developing the Graduate Student Oath. Today, that oath is taken by College of Medicine graduate students as they begin their studies, and again at commencement as they prepare to enter the next phase of their careers. Dr. Verderame has also provided national leadership in graduate education, serving as chair of the Graduate Research, Education, and Training Professional Development Group of the Association of American Medical Colleges. He continues his scholarship on research ethics and assessment of competencies essential for success in research doctoral education. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Michael Verderame.
Thank you, Dr. Preston, for those kind words. Provost Soteropoulos, members of the Platform Party, faculty and staff colleagues, family and friends of our graduates, and most importantly, you all, the master's degree recipients of the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School. Thank you for this opportunity to address you on this day of truly great celebration. As someone who's had the privilege of participating as a member of a platform party in over 30 commencement ceremonies, I've long suspected that the only thing harder than listening to a commencement speech is writing one. For what it's worth, I'm happy to confirm that for you. Now, recognizing you're all on the other side of that challenge, I promise to keep this brief, and I'll even give you a little preview of the closing. Congratulations and best wishes as you go forward. But let me take a minute here. The vast majority of you are in the middle or even the beginning of your professional lives. I've had the privilege of being at Penn State for 37 years, and my retirement's just around the corner. Dare I say, over the hill. So in these few minutes, let me share a couple of things I've learned along the way. And just to be clear, I'm not talking about just school, just work, important though they might be. Rather, my comments are going to be about your life, your whole life, work, family, friends, hobbies, passions, vocations, and avocations, not just your professional life. So let's start. First, be intentional. But be intentional and find meaning. Consider what you want out of your career, but your career is just part of your life. So even more importantly, consider what you want out of life. Perhaps it's concrete things, what the iconoclastic comedian George Carlin used to call stuff. Lots of money, big house, a boat. Maybe it's relationships, family, good friends, purpose. Whatever it is, find purpose, find meaning, make a difference. For me, there were two parts. I definitely wanted a family, and I wanted to be a biomedical scientist. Now, when I was a graduate student, I fell in love with teaching, so I wanted to have teaching as an important part of my career. So that meant getting a PhD, doing a postdoc, finding a tenure-track academic position. PhD, check. Postdoc, check. Academic position, check. So far, so good. So, be intentional, but find meaning. Second, be flexible. So there I was, 1989, brand new tenure-track assistant professor at the Penn State College of Medicine, married to a wonderful nurse who was the mother of our adorable 5-month-old daughter, a 5-year NIH research grant to study the basic science of cancer oncogenes quickly followed. And I loved talking to other researchers. And in a few years, in addition to my own research, I found myself collaborating with clinicians who had highly accomplished research programs of their own, but were looking to take advantage of the then new techniques in molecular biology that was revolutionizing biomedical science, something I had been pretty well trained in. So despite the fact that I was not clinically trained, in addition to my own basic science studies, I quickly found myself collaborating with clinical scientists on breast cancer, on pancreatic cancer, and even normal ovarian physiology. Pretty cool, as we used to say. Well, that was me being flexible. I hadn't planned on clinically oriented research. And you might not be planning a particular line of work or a specific research topic, but that's where continuing to be curious can take you to new and interesting places. So be flexible. Third, expect the unexpected, but don't forget to be flexible. Fast forward a little bit, 1996, our son Christopher has joined the family. I was enjoying teaching, and although my research had not gone quite the way I had planned, does it ever, things are moving along. In many ways, 1996 was a year not unlike any other year. Bill Clinton was elected to his second term as president. The punk rock band The Ramones had their final concert. The British girl group the Spice Girls had their first hit. Nintendo released the N64. I didn't get tenure. Wait, what? That was not part of the plan. Expect the unexpected. Fourth, embrace opportunities, especially those that appear negative at first. I wasn't going to get tenure. Now what? We'll all have these moments, and they'll feel awful. You don't get the job. You don't get the promotion. Insert some life-altering disappointment here. This is when staying flexible and embracing opportunities becomes absolutely critical, even when the initial disappointment still stings, especially when the initial disappointment still stings. So I immediately started thinking about possible next jobs. Another academic institution was certainly at the top of my hopes, but being denied tenure isn't exactly a strong recommendation for an academic career. So shortly after I learned I wasn't going to be tenured, I spoke with each of my clinical collaborators to let them know what had happened and that I had really enjoyed the opportunity to work with them. Now, I mentioned earlier that one of those clinical projects was on basic normal ovarian physiology. That just happened to be with the chief of the Division of Endocrinology, Diabetes, and Metabolism in the Department of Medicine at the College of Medicine. 3 days after I spoke to him, he called me and said, "We've always had PhD scientists in our division, and we don't have one right now. Would you be interested in coming over to the Department of Medicine?" Well, I had already started looking for other opportunities, but I certainly said that's an interesting offer and I'll think about it. After much deliberation, I decided this was really a good fit for me. I could continue teaching. I could continue my research. I could continue collaborating with these wonderful clinical colleagues I had met. So in the end, it worked out pretty well. At home, Thomas joined our family. At work, I was engaged in a number of varied and interesting clinical research projects. And if you want to measure my publication rate, that overused marker of academic success, over the next 8 years, quadrupled. Worked out pretty well. I know many other colleagues who've made similar dramatic shifts that ended up being for the better. When it's hardest, stay focused on your intentions and embrace opportunities. Fifth, be prepared to pivot. So my research was going pretty well, and my contributions to my clinical colleagues was highly regarded. Along the way, I had gotten promoted to associate professor. I had found my niche. But my niche was relatively small. Over the 20 years, the College of Medicine had grown immensely. I was not serving on college or medical center committees. I was not even serving on departmental committees. I was really unknown outside my small circle of scientific collaborators and teaching colleagues. Nonetheless, things were really very good. It was late on a Friday afternoon in 2004 when I got a call from the executive assistant to the vice dean for research and graduate studies. You know how you remember some conversations word for word? All these years later, this one I remember. Linda. Linda says, "Dr. Moskowitz would like to meet with you 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon." I think there's no good reason why the Vice Dean for Research and Graduate Studies wants to talk to me. I say, "Okay." And after an awkward pause, I add, "Can you please tell me what this is about?" Linda, in her typically cheery voice, "Well, no, he didn't tell me, and he's out of town until next Tuesday, so you'll just have to ask him when you see him." I say, "Okay." It was a long weekend. When I met him, however, Dr. Moskowitz asked if I would be interested in serving as the Associate Dean for Graduate Studies. This was as surprising an offer as interesting. I had never really been interested in academic leadership positions like department head. I loved to teach. I loved doing science, and I would have been very happy continuing on that path. But this was different, an opportunity to impact education beyond the classroom. Opportunities for education was why I was at a university and not at biotech or big pharma. Well, needless to say, I took that position when offered, and the second half of my career has been absolutely amazing. Some of my personal highlights: I was promoted to full professor. I was recognized as a distinguished educator at the College of Medicine. As Dr. Preston mentioned, I served as the national chair for the Association of American Medical Colleges Professional Development Group on Graduate Research, Education, and Training. That's known as the GREAT Group. Work out the acronym. I mentioned my publications in biomedical science, but I think my most important publication will be on competencies for the natural science PhD. And for the last 10 years, I've had the great privilege of serving as the Senior Associate Dean of the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School. So back on the first day of college, for this first-gen college student, if you had asked him what his career might look like, he never would have imagined the career I've had. It's been a great ride for me personally, and great for my family too. Each of my kids, as you all will be in a few minutes, are proud Penn State grads, happily living their lives and their careers. So that's it. And I'll remind you, for those already well into your careers, it's never too late. First, be intentional and find meaning. Second, be flexible. Third, expect the unexpected. Fourth, embrace opportunities, especially those that appear negative at first. Fifth, be prepared to pivot. So once again, congratulations to each of you, the master's degree recipients of the J. Jeffrey and Anne Marie Fox Graduate School for May 2026. I know Dean Esters will echo this when I say we look forward to hearing of your wonderful accomplishments as you go through your lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Verderame, for this inspirational and moving speech. Now, we turn to the awarding of degrees. The legal corporate body of the Pennsylvania State University is its Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the governance, welfare, and all other interests pertaining to our university. At this time, I call upon Trustee Evan A. Myers to authorize the conferring of degrees at this ceremony. Evan Myers was appointed to the Board of Trustees by Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro in 2023. He earned his bachelor's degree in meteorology from Penn State in 1971. He is the Senior Vice President of AccuWeather, Inc., an American media company that provides commercial weather forecasting services worldwide. He is also a board member of the Examination, the Democratic Jewish Outreach of Pennsylvania, and CNET, the public access channel. He served 2 terms on State College Borough Council, including time as council president. We are pleased that he is here with us today. Trustee Myers.
Thank you, Provost Styriopoulos. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer my congratulations to the class of 2026, their families, and friends. As a Penn State alumni, you have a say in the future direction of the university. All Penn State alumni may participate in the nomination and election process for alumni elected members of our Board of Trustees. This is one of the many opportunities you'll have throughout your lives to remain active members of this Penn State community that we all love. So please stay engaged. Now let's get down to business. Let me turn to my official duty. Provost Stavropoulos, by virtue of the authority vested in and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer each of these candidates the degree earned as certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean.
Thank you, Trustee Myers, for the authorization to confer degrees for these candidates assembled here today. Before we proceed, though, to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is recognizing graduates who are veterans or actively serving with special red, white, and blue honor cords. At this time, I would like to ask all graduating military and veteran students who have served or are actively serving our country to please stand as you are able. Now, will those in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military please stand as you are able? Thank you. Thank you for your significant contributions to our nation. Thank you for your service. You may now be seated. I also want to take a moment to recognize another group of students with us today, our first-generation college students who stand on the cusp of being officially awarded the graduate degrees. This is a group near and dear to my heart, as I'm a proud member of this group myself. Our first-generation students are pioneers within their families and trailblazers at our university. They face unique challenges not shared by many of their peers, and their tenacity in the pursuit of education, academic excellence, and personal and professional achievement is a model to which we can all aspire. Would all members of our graduating class who are first-generation students please rise as you are able? Congratulations on your momentous accomplishment today. We're really proud of you. You may now be seated. I now call upon Dr. Preston.
Thank you, Provost Soteropoulos. Graduation marks a milestone academic achievement. I'm pleased to represent those faculty who certify these students for their degrees. This semester, we will confer 1,618 master's degrees. At this time, I would like to introduce the deans of the colleges who are members of our platform party. Will each dean stand as I call your name and remain standing until all are introduced? Dr. Beth Giugino, Assistant Dean, College of Agricultural Science. Dr. Denise Costanzo, Associate Department Head, College of Arts and Architecture. Dr. Brian Cameron, Associate Dean, Smill College of Business. Dr. Holly Overton, Director of Graduate Programs, Donald P. Belisario College of Communications. Dr. Zulima Carpin, Associate Dean, College of Earth and Mineral Sciences. Dr. Susan Land, Associate Dean, College of Education. Dr. Eric Dono, Senior Associate Dean, College of Engineering. Dr. Catherine Drager, Associate Dean, College of Health and Human Development. Dr. Edward Glantz, Director of Master's Programs, College of Information Sciences and Technology. Dr. Mitchell Smith, Director, School of International Affairs. Dr. Clarence Lang, Susan Welch Dean, College of the Liberal Arts. Dr. Marie Boltz, Associate Dean, Ross and Carol Neese College of Nursing. Dr. Scott Showalter, Associate Dean, Eberly College of Science. Thank you all. You may be seated. At Penn State, we award two types of master's degrees, research and professional. Research degrees, which emphasize scholarship and the creation of new knowledge, include the Master of Arts and the Master of Science. Professional degrees symbolize expertise in the practical application of knowledge. Will the master's candidates please rise as you are able for the conferral of your degrees? It's you.
That's why we're here for.
Provost Soteropoulos, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and as approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, I am authorized on behalf of the Board to confer on each of these candidates the master's degree earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Now it's time for a cherished part of the graduation ceremony, crossing the platform, with your name being read aloud. The university marshals will escort the master's recipients to the stage platform by college, beginning with the College of Agricultural Sciences. To the family and friends joining us today, many of you have traveled a long way to hear just one name. Our graduates have worked long and hard to earn their degrees, and each person deserves the opportunity to be recognized by their family and friends. Please hold your applause and cheers until all graduates have crossed the platform, and we will then applaud their accomplishments together at the end. And to our graduates, out of respect for this important ceremony and for your classmates, I ask that you stay for the duration of the ceremony. As our students prepare to cross the stage, let me acknowledge those advanced degree recipients graduating in absentia because they are already working in their chosen fields here or abroad, including many of our World Campus students who could not be here today, but are watching this event from across the country and around the globe. Please join me in congratulating them with a round of applause. Thank you. At this time, Dr. Christopher will announce our first candidates to be recognized.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Agricultural Sciences are
Mireya Molins Colomer, Animal Science. Ali Capri Jobi, Animal Science. Grazielli Ciulecci, Animal Science. Morgan Sierra Clemens, Animal Science. Zoe Mackenzie Chambliss, Rural Sociology. Camila Valderrama, Agricultural and Biological Engineering. Courtney Lynn Tharp, Plant Biology. Elizabeth Margaret Skosek, Plant Biology. Mia Isabella Izoldo, Entomology. Faith Margaret Mahalik, Entomology. Natalie Renee Katzor, Community and Economic Development. Pham Nguyen Quinch Nu, Food Science. Franco Jose Acevedo Lugo, Plant Pathology. Davis Vicente Garay Salas, Plant Pathology.
students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Arts and Architecture are
Janhavi Abhijit Rajwadi, Landscape Architecture. Jaylan A. Pao, Landscape Architecture. Satare Farashazade, Architecture. Yasaman Ghaffarian, Architecture. Maura L. Cardas, Performance. Javier Gorelik, Conducting. Chancellor Mikel Kitagua, Performance. Maria Flowers, Conducting. Caleb James Rebarchak, Music. Joseph Michael Carney, Performance and Pedagogy. Yunmi Huang, Performance and Pedagogy. Laura Galvão Coelho, Art History. Luke Gauchis, Architecture. Robert Botchway, Art. Don Adwar Ogutu, Art. Claire Ritchie Kaplan, Theater. Paula Alejandra Calderon Vega, Theater. Blake James Merle, Theater. Vanessa Eve Buck, Theater. Valeria S. Cotto Lopez, Performance. Nigar Garibi, Composition Theory. Mahtab Hossenzade Kabir, Architecture. Joshua Derek Frenrick Jolly, Architecture. Rahma Davis, Architecture. Yong Hee Cho, Architecture. Susanna Kelvi Boon Ong, Performance. Caden Andrew Klein, Performance. Jordan Michelle Tolliver, Performance. Alexis Che, Performance. Isaac McNulty, Performance. Anissa Marie Adkins, Music Education.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the Smeal College of Business are
Nasser Majid N. Al-Shamari, Supply Chain Management. Anthony James Guglieri, Real Estate Analysis and Development. Brandon Hughes McCanna, Business Administration. Robert James Belvin, Business Administration. Brian James Chellis, Business Administration. Rahul Sadat, Business Administration. Emma Christina Arcos, Business Administration. Bhavya Pravalika Velugula, Real Estate Analysis and Development. Saksit Tanapatwanitkul, Business Administration. Nathan Christopher Ellis, Business Administration. Cole Epting, Accounting. Calvin Jiang, Accounting. Audra Grace Lee, Accounting. Jack William Buckley, Accounting. Logan Sean Kennedy, Strategic Management and Executive Leadership. Jeremy Alden Conrad, Accounting. Melinda Catherine Crestman, Business Administration. Grace Alexis Klaus, Business Administration. Abigail Joy Traxler, Business Administration. Brianna Figueroa, Business Administration. Kristen Kalai Donahoe, Business Administration. Ryan Miller, Business Administration. Owen Philip Kennedy, Business Administration. Micah Hurd, Accounting. Diane Domino, Project Management. Abigail Carla Rogero, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Yelena Rossi, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Sophie Dora Klein, Real Estate Analysis and Development. Tessa Marie Williams, Business Administration. Alexis Womble, Business Administration. Michaela Carroll, Real Estate Analysis and Development. Tia Jackson, Project Management. William Dennis Dirksen, Business Administration. Galen Sutherland, Business Administration. Jose Luis Lorenas, Business Administration. Shivan Sharma, Business Administration. David Henry Graff, Business Administration. Jenna Morgan Mond, Business Administration. Emily Chang, Business Administration. Lauren Rose Steinruck, Business Administration. Lily Isabella Percio, Business Administration. Jacob Conrad Hagmeyer, Business Administration. Ryan Christopher Hazen, Business Administration. Jessica Semoff, Accounting. Catherine McLaughlin, Accounting. Allison Lipkin, Accounting. Frank Malson V, Accounting. Nolan Berry, Accounting. Hannah Mae Gerhardt, Business Administration. John Michael Miller, Business Administration. Troy Raymond Ramsaran, Supply Chain Management. Kennedy Chanel Cannon, Supply Chain Management. Brianna S. Westfield, Accounting. Alicia Gu, Accounting. Monica Wang, Accounting. Basil Petitka, Business Administration. Lauren Ann Ruch, Business Administration. Yvonne Massey Mooney, Supply Chain Management. Kunj Tarun Kumar Patel, Business Administration. Charles Samuel John Monk, Business Administration. Jack Henry Zaribida, Business Administration. Alexander Michael Pretka, Business Administration. Michael Anthony Leal, Business Administration. James Edward Hanley, Business Administration. Taylor Brustman, Business Administration. Nevaeh Marie Warfel, Business Administration. Isabella Brown, Business Administration. Suhan Patel, Business Administration. Lucas Yaniro, Business Administration. Samuel Pelzner, Business Administration. Brianna Megan Schroeder, Accounting. Brittany Morgan Kohler, Accounting. Cameron Longnecker, Accounting. Samaya McDuffie, Accounting. Jacob Philip Kane, Accounting. Patrick G. Hahn, Supply Chain Management. Edward Kenna IV, Accounting. Santino Manuel Rodriguez, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Anthony John Cosier Jr., Strategic Management and Executive Leadership. Bruno Pedroso, Finance. Ian Bryce Vio, Accounting. Nicholas Allen Wessel, Accounting. Marcus David Lucas, Accounting. Tyler John Pullman, Accounting. Franklin Cowell Jr., Accounting. Robert John Mankowicz, Accounting. Alexander William Lord, Accounting. Joseph Charles McCann Jr., Accounting. Jason David Bowen, Accounting. Jacob Graham Nelson, Accounting. Lucas Severn Elder, Accounting. Christopher Peter Micca, Accounting. Jennifer A. Giacovino, Strategic Management and Executive Leadership. Rana Simone Abujaad, Business Administration. Holden Grants, Business Administration. Matthew Joseph Odenthal, Business Administration. Alberto José del Toro Quiñones, Business Administration. Zachary Marshall Albright, Business Administration. Joshua Edward Rosenblum, Business Administration. Michael Patrick Corrigan, Business Administration. Carolina Pavlovna Rivera, Business Administration. Natalie Murtagh, Accounting. Jocelyn White, Accounting. Carlos Fernando Chacon Urdinanea, Finance. Kevin Charles Crawford, Finance. Stone Jack Bambrick, Finance. Dennis Wilkins, Supply Chain Management. Brady Tyler Mole, Finance. Ronald Munak, Finance. Thomas Bruce Mathewson, Finance. Delaney Margaret Burns, Finance. Mackenzie Page Grant, Finance. Rufaro Edith Michelle Juni, Finance. Ryan Michael Greathouse, Finance. Cassie Marilyn Bowen, Finance. Aisling Brana McShane, Finance. Sarah E. Highland, Finance. Caitlin Elizabeth Lobecker, Accounting. Sloan Taylor Hockenberry, Accounting. Richard Prummon, Accounting. Grace Ann Marchizak, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Jocelyn Page McMurray, Accounting. Ethan L. Szymanski, Business Administration. Christopher Glenn McFadden, Business Administration. Cole Jean Heisey, Business Administration. John Jude Considine, Business Administration. Michael Emil Faraoni, Business Administration. Wesley Michael Skirchi, Business Administration. Luke R. Wallstrom, Business Administration. Joshua F. Reed, Business Administration. Jamarcus Criswell Carroll, Business Administration. Alexandra Kazimir, Business Administration. Thor Skogum, Finance. Zachary M. Nicholas, Finance.
Dionysus Anastasios Petratos, Finance.
Ryan James Tarapchak, Finance. Gregory Robert Bianchi Jr., Business Administration. Christian Nicholas Excellent, Business Administration. Bryce Torrin Johnson Dendy, Business Administration. Samuel Edward Siafa, Business Administration. Grace Harrell, Business Administration. Robert Christian Bruno, Business Administration. Oscar Fernando Penalva Soto, Business Administration. Matthew Calabro, Accounting. Ryan Lagos, Accounting. Zachary McDonald, Accounting. Shamir Alberto, Accounting. Mohammed Ismail Sako, Business Administration. Mariam Bella Saul, Business Administration. Charlize Beniquez, Accounting. Peyton Zawaski, Accounting. Afwan Ahmed Shirsho, Business Administration. Mark Paul Saba, Business Administration. Samuel Joseph Moretti, Accounting. Joseph D. Scheimer, Accounting. Jonathan Christiansen Tosh, Business Administration. Connor Ewing Canabio, Accounting. Sierra Anna Gibson, Accounting. Destiny Eileen Angel, Business Administration. Ngoch Nguyet Min Win, Business Administration. Olivia Nicole King, Business Administration. Lily Joy Pershika, Business Administration. Stephen Thomas Nagel, Business Administration. Michael Higgins, Business Administration. Adam Hubert Bilbo, Business Administration. Nyesha A. Hoskins, Business Administration. Matthew Lockhoff, Business Administration. Marcus Johnson, Accounting. Palak Bhargava, Business Administration. Jaykumar Bhavesh Patel, Business Administration. Tyler Lawrence Eister, Business Administration. Alexa Ray Ferry, Supply Chain Management. Griffin Thomas John Blake, Business Administration. Anissa Kauthong Siharath, Project Management. Liliana Gwendolyn Gomez, Business Administration. Haley Patrice Pletz, Project Management. Christine Elizabeth Baguetta, Business Administration. Thu Yan Win, Business Administration. Amanda Win Karenbauer, Business Administration. Oleg Savalev, Business Administration. Christopher Michael Doyle, Business Administration. Matthew Lambros, Business Administration. Nimra Khan Iwanko, Business Administration. Jordan James Queter, Accounting. Ryan Michael Bender, Accounting. Blaze Vastola, Accounting. Leslie Ray Kunkel, Business Administration. Matthew Herron, Accounting. Andrew Fry, Accounting. Kathleen Zielinski, Accounting. Shane Mahoney, Accounting. Andrew Schuyler, Accounting. Zachary Beckman, Business Administration. Angela Marie Acuna, Supply Chain Management. Amy Lynn Spowert, Strategic Management and Executive Leadership. Shekinah Liani Ariel Cyrus, Project Management. Arian Alexis Garvin, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Matthew Charles King, Business Administration. Shayna Ann Peroni, Strategic Management and Executive Leadership. Ayana Monique Harmon, Real Estate Analysis and Development. Krishna Patel, Business Administration. Min Hyok Jang, Accounting. Matthew Frank Martinez, Business Administration. Huixin Zhang, Accounting. Kareem Mark Semple, Supply Chain Management. Dylan Ostrowski, Accounting. Colin Taylor, Accounting. Nicholas Cush, Accounting. Joshua Mackerel, Accounting. James Zakreski, Accounting. John Lindsay, Accounting. Joseph Kuntz, Accounting. Samuel Underwood, Accounting. James Joseph Weldon, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Matthew Martin Kingsbury, Supply Chain Management. Yuan Chen, Supply Chain Management. Courtney Mackenzie Brown, Supply Chain Management.
Paola Alejandra Bianchi Ray, Supply Chain Management.
Lane Maid T. Alhaj Hussein, Supply Chain Management. Lena Sheriff El Sayed, Supply Chain Management. Keita Okumura, Supply Chain Management. Alan Tatsunami Clay, Supply Chain Management. Garrett M. Grodan, Supply Chain Management. Caden Eric Lucas, Supply Chain Management. Salvatore George Tassoni, Supply Chain Management. Matthew John Schultz, Supply Chain Management. Alexander Irian, Supply Chain Management. Mohammed Hesham Hegazi Ali Ibrahim, Supply Chain Management.
Abdul Rahman GH Alatwani, Supply Chain Management. Donna Maria Hensler, Corporate Innovation and Entrepreneurship.
Wasim Mansour, Business Administration. Joshua J. Leon Ricardo, Supply Chain Management. Zhu Shuwan Lu, Supply Chain Management. Qin Yun Deng, Supply Chain Management. Han Wen Cheng, Supply Chain Management. Angela Nyangara Oichoi, Supply Chain Management. Sunaina Karyapa Balyatanda, Supply Chain Management. Natasha Priyesh Sutaria, Supply Chain Management.
Ishkriti Jain, Supply Chain Management.
Vishnavi Suresh Ajila, Supply Chain Management. Tatwarth Bharat Talati, Supply Chain Management. Joheng Du, Supply Chain Management. Gage William McClenahan, Supply Chain Management. Kenneth Hector Rooney, Supply Chain Management. Richard C. Kent, Corporate Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Tiffany Amber Challenger, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Kelsey Joe Rogers, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Georgia Gonzalez, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Austin Robert Schwartz, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Aidan Curvin, Accounting. Lucas Zimmerman, Accounting. Allison Rose Singer, Business Administration. Rachel Marie Hecox, Marketing Analytics and Insights. Michelle Lee Russomano, Business Administration. Shelby Lynn Eiton Miller, Marketing Analytics and Insights.
April Coburn, Project Management.
Larry Jean McCullen, Business Administration. Jared R. Hoskins, Business Administration. Matthew S. Cooper, Business Administration. Bennett Fogel, Business Administration. Isabella K. Kohout, Business Administration. Jordan Elizabeth Brown, Business Administration. Austin Lord, Business Administration. Jet James Neely, Business Administration. Connor Huntsman Spar, Business Administration. Matthew Budenhagen, Accounting. Theodore Bidwell, Business Administration. Nathaniel John Parati, Supply Chain Management. Srivarsha Thota, Business Administration. Asia Wilson, Marketing Analytics and Insights.
Quayana Anye Reynolds, Business Administration.
Denirin Lamondre White, Marketing Analytics and Insight. Students graduating with a master's degree in the Capital College are
Matthew T. Falgost, Homeland Security. Mark S. Dubosky, Electrical Engineering. Megan Elizabeth Copeland, Homeland Security. Tristan Alexander McCauley, Public Administration. Elise Michelle Magnato Cleary, Public Administration. Jess D. Gregory, Electrical Engineering. Gregory Lamont Smith Jr., Public Administration. Brennan Scott McNally, Homeland Security. Alexander McLean Lendrim, Homeland Security. Jordan Castellat, Public Administration. Morgan Gabrielle Berry, Homeland Security. Melissa Cecilia Yara, Electrical Engineering. Ehlivia Deidre Holly, Homeland Security.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the Donald P. Belisario College of Communications are
Jack Neary, Media Studies. Austin Ray Bechtold, Strategic Communications. Sukaina Mohammed M. Aldarwish, Media Studies. Gabriella M. Kleckner, Strategic Communications. Rachel Marie Reyes de Mesa, Strategic Communications. Scott Eric Travers, Strategic Communications.
students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Earth and Mineral Sciences are
Ryan Hawks, Materials Science and Engineering. Jason Dean Yeager, Materials Science and Engineering. Nicholas Dean Peliquin, Geographic Information Systems. Mary Miller, Geographic Information Systems. Patrick Christopher Palmer, Spatial Data Science. Gabriel Peyton Vanderbrink, Geosciences. Chris Koshian, Geosciences. Ahmad Taleb Al-Asadi, Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems. Ahmad Zaki Al-Sawaig, Energy and Mineral Engineering. Jeffrey Allen Rodriguez, Geographic Information Systems.
Maher Hamid Al-Solemi, Energy and Mineral Engineering.
Anthony DiLorenzo, Geographic Information Systems. Zane Wesley White, Spatial Data Science. Adam Matthew Rosales, Spatial Data Science. Brian Rosenthal, Spatial Data Science. Nicholas A. Norman, Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. Dandre James Hutton, Renewable Energy and Sustainability Systems. Christian Alexander Spallone, Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. Amanze Obialam Ejiogu, Meteorology and Atmospheric Science. Zachary Paul Starkey, Geographic Information Systems.
students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Education are
Beth Ann Otto, Curriculum and Instruction.
Su Yu Sui, Learning Design and Technology.
Gabrielle Marie Gundry, Special Education. Francesca Bria, Special Education. Kaylee Grace Benton, Special Education. Devin Nicole Carlisle, Special Education. Derek Joseph Troxel, Special Education.
Sydney Eva Cohen, Special Education.
Mackenzie Justine Moore, Special Education. Kelsey Elizabeth Miller, Special Education. Emily Cook, Special Education. Youngju Lee, Special Education. Mallory Joy Richards, Organization Development and Change. Victoria Lynn Romano, Organization Development and Change. Saria Shia Joyce Chatters, Educational Leadership. Shukriti Roslene Sapal, Organization Development and Change. Alexis M. Lopez, Special Education. Fatima Gutierrez, Special Education. Carolina Portillo Torres, Special Education. Allison Page Rowland, Special Education. Rebecca Samantha Klein, Special Education. Amanda Herman, Special Education. Kelly Marie Sullivan, Special Education.
Kat Beck, Counselor Education.
Michael Glenn Myers, Learning, Design, and Technology. Jackson Christopher Hasley, Curriculum and Instruction. Matthew Aaron McClay, Counselor Education. Suna DeForest, Counselor Education.
Portia Tashiana Webb, Counselor Education. Mahala Hackworth, Curriculum and Instruction. Ainsley Jane Glaze, Special Education. Misha L. Ishi Richardson, Special Education. Hope Tatiana Petrosky, Special Education. Alicia Marie Gagne, Special Education. Mayan Nakia Wheatley, Special Education.
Christina Pullman, Curriculum and Instruction. Hannah Patricia Seixas E. Souza, Educational Psychology. Shilpi Kumar, Organization Development and Change. Giovanna Perez Warren, Organization Development and Change. Deborah Danielle Collins, Curriculum and Instruction. Sierra M. Jackson, Counselor Education. Megan Elizabeth Quinn, Counselor Education. Lara Molfino Avendano, Counselor Education. Carrie Buck Walter, Counselor Education. Laura Elizabeth Hunt, Counselor Education. Riley Marie Deerolf, Counselor Education. Mariam Dembele, Counselor Education. Derek William Ulrich, Counselor Education. Ryan Lewis Wetzel, Learning, Design, and Technology.
Yasa Morcelia Morris Fellow, Curriculum and Instruction.
Aprilyn Rebecca Gable, Higher Education. Holly Ann Hawkins, Higher Education. Con Van Pham, Higher Education. Emily Ferrer, Counselor Education. Spendan Suresh Kumar Gevriye, Counselor Education. Cameron N. Kurilla, Counselor Education. Brandy M. Farnham, Counselor Education. Letitia Nicole McKinney, Higher Education. Kelsey Paige Sokol, Curriculum and Instruction. Cora Diane Rhea Alexander, Organization Development and Change.
Tara Westland, Organization Development and Change.
Clifton Ryan Fresher, Organization Development and Change.
Emma Elizabeth Waslowski, Educational Leadership.
Brandon Ronald Crockford, Counselor Education. Dimitar Georgiev Marchev, Counselor Education. Kaini Julieth Alvarez Laguado, Counselor Education.
Akuya Serwa Bonsu Twumesi Ankra, Counselor Education.
Jihi Lee, Counselor Education.
Sarah Drabick, Counselor Education.
Gabrielle Riley, Counselor Education. Kelly Marie Johnson, Counselor Education. Meredith Adelia McCallum, Counselor Education. Suzuka Yamani, Counselor Education.
Adanich Adi Strauss, Counselor Education.
G. Sun, Counselor Education. Malin Elizabeth Logan, Curriculum and Instruction. Jacob Andrew Rupp, Educational Leadership. Carolyn Stout, Curriculum and Instruction. Emily Eve Walsh, Educational Theory and Policy.
Maria Ann Canute, Higher Education.
Jack Goches, Higher Education. Logan Elizabeth Byers, Higher Education. Owen Bazigian, Higher Education. Ganina Marie Gonzalez, Curriculum and Instruction. Komal Munawar, Special Education. Scott D. Levengood, Educational Theory and Policy.
Lucy Zhang, Higher Education. Tao Nyok Din, Higher Education.
Mia Whaley Bittman, Curriculum and Instruction. Lily McComsey, Curriculum and Instruction. Emily Hope Leach, Educational Leadership. Brianne Nicole McDaniel, Educational Leadership.
Kate Fezco, Special Education.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Engineering are
Kushal Joseph Valamkat, Computer Science and Engineering. Kapil Ravi Rathod, Computer Science and Engineering. Anish Shamraj, Computer Science and Engineering. Veniral Kumar Naik, Computer Science and Engineering. Durva Bharatbhushan Dev, Computer Science and Engineering. Vedant Misra, Computer Science and Engineering. Raghav Kumar, Computer Science and Engineering. Akash Abhay Wagle, Computer Science and Engineering. Vandan Bhavesh Sheth, Industrial Engineering. Vyankatesh Jagdish Mane, Industrial Engineering. Pooja Pinamaraju Jaya Kumar, Industrial Engineering. Sanskar Patnaik Manipatroni, Industrial Engineering. Rachit Pulhani, Computer Science and Engineering. Alexander Green, Electrical Engineering. Kushagra Srivastava, Computer Science and Engineering. Soham Barman, Computer Science and Engineering. Yash Priyadarshi, Computer Science and Engineering. Sinjoy Saha, Computer Science and Engineering. Brandon Michael Fisher, Aerospace Engineering. Zachary Thomas Griffiths, Aerospace Engineering. Robert Joseph Kirchheis, Aerospace Engineering. Ryan Marshall Van Dommelen, Mechanical Engineering. Thomas Christopher Denver, Mechanical Engineering. Lakshmi Sivani Devarapalli, Computer Science and Engineering. Sri Kirthi Manam, Electrical Engineering. Sabrina Nicole Adler, Computer Science and Engineering. Panagyota Karadimitriou, Nuclear Engineering. Vedant Sawant, Computer Science and Engineering. Ayush Changani, Computer Science and Engineering. Utkarsh Vikram Singh, Computer Science and Engineering. Ronit Bansali, Computer Science and Engineering. Yashovardhan Malhotra, Computer Science and Engineering.
Varad Sanjay Kashem Kalyani, Computer Science and Engineering.
Vedant Kishore Manelkar, Computer Science and Engineering. Alexander William Flubacker, Electrical Engineering. Lawrence Merrill Chin, Electrical Engineering.
Danya Srinivasan, Computer Science and Engineering.
Amrutha Somasundar, Computer Science and Engineering. Asish Kondragunta, Computer Science and Engineering. Mukil Muruganantham Prakash, Computer Science and Engineering. Vibhor Agarwal, Computer Science and Engineering. Enkit Kishore Bawanthade, Computer Science and Engineering. Cephalia Pita, Computer Science and Engineering. Nithya Thokala, Computer Science and Engineering. Darshan Sagar Chudiwal, Computer Science and Engineering. Ganesh Shiridi Balaji Udayagiri, Computer Science and Engineering. Maksat Bekuliyev, Engineering Science and Mechanics. Zeyuan Liu, Electrical Engineering. Benjamin James Hudson, Mechanical Engineering. Alexander Charles Hefner, Mechanical Engineering. Nicholas C. Yurchak, Civil Engineering. Saba Keshavars, Chemical Engineering. Patrick Brennan Driscoll, Electrical Engineering. Bruno Sanada Martoni, Electrical Engineering.
Graham Sutherland, Aerospace Engineering.
Zachary Jester, Mechanical Engineering.
Jishnu Manoj Kumar, Engineering Science and Mechanics.
Young Hao Chang, Industrial Engineering and Operations Research.
Shuwei Chuang, Industrial Engineering. Samuel Joel Rainey, Nuclear Engineering. Noah P. Robertson, Aerospace Engineering. Nathan M. Markovich, Engineering Management.
Reed Rodenko, Engineering Design and Innovation.
John August Havens, Engineering Design and Innovation. Evan Fonash, Engineering Design and Innovation. Kellen James Ryan, Engineering Design and Innovation. Jianwu Tan, Electrical Engineering. Rupasri Bhattacharjee, Electrical Engineering. Yuheng H. Xia, Electrical Engineering. Chengyu Cheng, Electrical Engineering. Yujie Lin, Electrical Engineering. Ronak Joshua Singh, Computer Science and Engineering. Taylor Storm Cassavant, Computer Science and Engineering. Logan Thomas Shea, Nuclear Engineering. MD Sadiq Yasir Tauki, Computer Science and Engineering. Macy Hannon, Environmental Engineering. Patrick Joseph Hoover, Environmental Engineering. Joseph Maxwell Lang, Electrical Engineering. Ty Washington Brinkley, Architectural Engineering. David K. Chapman, Architectural Engineering. Alberto Uribe Montealegre, Architectural Engineering. Margaret Ann Tabell, Architectural Engineering. Navid Andres Aslani, Nuclear Engineering. Braden Michael Thomason, Engineering Design. Jeremy Russell Kroom, Mechanical Engineering. Robert Louis Chickarine Jr., Additive Manufacturing and Design. Evan L. Buckwalter, Chemical Engineering. Abdullah Giduk, Mechanical Engineering. Aditi Sharma, Electrical Engineering. Marcelo Jose Ozuna, Mechanical Engineering. Ka Ming Lue, Electrical Engineering. Monthur Mohammed Aziz Al-Siyabi, Electrical Engineering. Nicholas Stephen Tafalero, Mechanical Engineering. Michelle Yuet Fun Wong, Architectural Engineering. Julia Lian Ho, Architectural Engineering. Divya Tyagi, Aerospace Engineering. Dalal Al-Bolushi, Industrial Engineering. Shesha Sai Satwika Chivakula, Industrial Engineering. Christopher James Milkey, Architectural Engineering. Tyler John Ruth, Architectural Engineering. Cameron Bell Lauraise, Architectural Engineering. Maria Alexandra Heron, Architectural Engineering. Michael Dosh, Architectural Engineering. Carson M. Flynn, Architectural Engineering. Michael Andrew DeSantis, Architectural Engineering. Omar Dia Ibrahim, Architectural Engineering. Anne Marie Rose Bendixson, Architectural Engineering. Angela Anki Chen, Architectural Engineering. Carson James Snellbaker, Architectural Engineering. Elmer Alessandro Araujo, Architectural Engineering. Anna C. Reed, Architectural Engineering. Ernest Boeki Dankwa, Chemical Engineering. Daniel Frank Suka, Industrial Engineering. Kevin Kui, Engineering Science and Mechanics. Faisal Olaiwola Katibi, Mechanical Engineering. Masum Abdul Hamid, Biomedical Engineering. Ling Xiao Zhao, Computer Science and Engineering. Anika Ranuma, Electrical Engineering. Afia Salim Sheikh, Electrical Engineering. Wentao Wang, Computer Science and Engineering. Zeihao Chen, Computer Science and Engineering. Chia Ching Hung, Computer Science and Engineering. Bridget Marie Perkins, Architectural Engineering. Aniela Marie Lee, Architectural Engineering. Eric Smith, Architectural Engineering. Connor Rabitz, Architectural Engineering. Alyssa Rochelle Sheeler, Architectural Engineering. Luke Andrew Hreshko, Architectural Engineering. Dominic Anthony Gallo, Architectural Engineering. Andrew Brian Northey, Architectural Engineering. Koshin Noma, Architectural Engineering. Jackson Miles Krupnik, Architectural Engineering. Isaac Wei Lam, Architectural Engineering. Zachary Mahalski, Architectural Engineering. Jonathan James Smith, Architectural Engineering. Yitong Pan, Electrical Engineering. Thomas Carl Rink, Additive Manufacturing and Design. Andrew B. Amin,
Engineering Science and Mechanics. Roman Joseph Rennebeck, Architectural Engineering. John William Riley II, Architectural Engineering. Leighton Tyler Eddy, Architectural Engineering. Andrew Carl Lazar, Architectural Engineering. Owen Rep Loggle, Architectural Engineering. Jordan Craig Smith, Mechanical Engineering. Olivia Gennaro, Biomedical Engineering. Yekun Shi, Biomedical Engineering. Michael Benjamin Heisel, Additive Manufacturing and Design. Evan William Stuarty, Architectural Engineering. Alexandria Renee Yetter, Nuclear Engineering. Naga Aravind Kundeti, Computer Science and Engineering. Shashank Apana, Computer Science and Engineering. Dheeraj Koda Kandla, Computer Science and Engineering. Srujan Reddy Singareddy, Computer Science and Engineering. Yogeshvar Reddy Kalam, Computer Science and Engineering. Tianyu Lee, Computer Science and Engineering. Aditya Kotari, Computer Science and Engineering. Caleb James Pellerite, Architectural Engineering. John Michael Arcangelo, Architectural Engineering. Jacob Ray Ebel, Architectural Engineering. Cyrus Munesh Ramdas, Architectural Engineering. Isabel Sophie Willison, Architectural Engineering. Jordan Elizabeth Sanders, Architectural Engineering. Samantha Karen Milat, Architectural Engineering. Madeline Ann Reardon, Architectural Engineering. Gentry W. Knapp, Architectural Engineering. Evan Michael Pitzman, Architectural Engineering. Tyler Joseph Bonacera, Architectural Engineering. Connor Patrick Nevins, Architectural Engineering. Zofia Callan Driscoll, Architectural Engineering. Lauren Elizabeth Heisler, Architectural Engineering. Jeffrey Robert Snyder, Architectural Engineering. Ryan Patrick Kurtz, Architectural Engineering. Jack James Phipps, Architectural Engineering. Nathan Russell Phipps, Architectural Engineering.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Health and Human Development are
Alexander Robert Khanna, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Grace Catherine Angelazzi, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Colleen Mary Williams, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Sophia Martinez, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Hannah Madeline Sabram, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Grace Elizabeth Burke, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Ireland McClellan, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Carrie Elizabeth Kaufman, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Faith Erin Callahan, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Paraskivi Euripides, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Brandis Nicole A.J., Communication Sciences and Disorders. Megan Lee Hamati, Nutritional Sciences. McKenna Lee Armagost, Nutritional Sciences. Michaela Cherie Irvin, Nutritional Sciences. Regan Marie Smith, Nutritional Sciences. Rachel C. Gardner, Nutritional Sciences. Rachel Dorothy Delaney, Nutritional Sciences. Janelle Teresa Aliga Court, Nutritional Sciences. Tristan Ferguson, Nutritional Sciences. Julia Renee Benson, Nutritional Sciences. Caitlin Ann Treacy, Nutritional Sciences. Claire Anastasia Haas, Nutritional Sciences. Rayleigh Sunderland, Nutritional Sciences. Dara Blesnak, Nutritional Sciences. Carly Ann Dashbach, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Anna Valle, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Shannon Elizabeth Long, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Grace Fortune Schneider, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Megan Elizabeth Monahan, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Reese Alexandra Briner, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Courtney Chinglu Gallagher, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Holly Beth Panfil, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Sydney Elizabeth McGuire, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Elena Michelle Johnston, Communication Sciences and Disorders. Megan Kilmartin, Nutritional Sciences. Caitlin Elizabeth Howell, Nutritional Sciences. Larissa Victoria Snyder, Nutritional Sciences. Rilandnia Sucha Anwar, Nutritional Sciences. Kayla Renee Wadiko, Nutritional Sciences. Shamim Movahedi, Hospitality Management. Hansang Jin, Hospitality Management. Laura Christine Mitchie, Athletic Training. Natalie Reed, Athletic Training. Sophia E. Shepard, Athletic Training. Arizona Trovinger, Athletic Training. Summer Alyssa Stevenson, Athletic Training. Elizabeth Sage Danforth, Athletic Training. Madison Jade Mustando, Athletic Training. Zelda L. Antantis, Athletic Training. Jacob Douglas Schultz, Athletic Training. Kyle David Miller, Athletic Training. Joseph Ryan Dichek, Athletic Training. Alexander David Rigling, Athletic Training. James Reed Bastian, Athletic Training.
Daniel Stefanik, Athletic Training.
Benjamin Lazar Adler, Health Policy and Administration. Timur Turgunbayev, Health Policy and Administration. Jonathan Melroy Hunt, Health Policy and Administration. Andrew Jack Dowger, Health Policy and Administration. Ryan Joseph Sorbo, Health Policy and Administration. Siddhant Rajan Nalawade, Health Policy and Administration. Ethan Samuel Glass, Health Policy and Administration. Madeline Sage Oates, Health Policy and Administration. Madison Sophia Mushensky, Health Policy and Administration. Angelina Sophia Colucci, Health Policy and Administration. Isabella Yu Ying Ekton, Health Policy and Administration. Natalia Velasquez, Health Policy and Administration. Rita Singh, Health Policy and Administration.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Information Sciences and Technology are
Jacob Miller, Informatics. Tyler Andrew Price, Informatics. Benjamin Daniel Olenek, Informatics. Maylee Delorco, Informatics. Sydney Nicole Vacino, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Spencer James McLaughlin, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations.
Devin Jehu Paduzlo, Informatics.
Liam Hikaru Lloyd, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Joseph Edward Lee, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Kritanat Kulsakdinun, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Metha Trisal, Informatics. Tony Ann Mata, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Stepan Skrobak, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Lamar Brooks Russ Jr., Informatics. Nevin Clement Pathayil, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Ming Chai, Informatics. Yungkai Shu, Informatics. Harita Kanchipuram Sundararajan, Informatics. Tharakishwar Navarathanam, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Joseph Allen Jayaraj, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Kailashnath Kanabiran Balamurugan, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Mahendra Ravichandran, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Srinivas Midun Sidamseti, Informatics. Shubham Manoj Rawat, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Aravind Raghavendra, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Prem Vimal Trambadia, Informatics. Dhruv Ravichandran, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Surya Narayan Karthik, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Winston Jen White, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations.
Nicole Leon, Informatics.
Marlene Cordova Pedroza, Informatics. Kayla Sampson, Informatics. Khadija Olumatuminiinu Akinsanmi, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Asa Reynolds, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Chi Yi Chen, Informatics. Guodong Dong, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Aditya Anand Fadnis, Informatics. Drupad Umesh Joshi, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Rishikesh Arun Galandi, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Tanishka Ganesh Mali, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Siddhi Praveen Kumar Lad, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Aishwarya Sunil Gandhi, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Brady Joseph McLaughlin, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Gokul Gopakumar, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Siddharth Mishra, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Sohan Ramalingayaye, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Saptarshi Roy, Informatics. Tanish Deepak Kinkar, Informatics. Yash Rajendra Mahajan, Informatics. Shriyash Sachin Kale, Informatics. Aniket Balchandra Nimbalkar, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Akash Joshi, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. William Jacob Lindorfer, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Kamlendu Shekhar, Enterprise Architecture and Business Transformation. Nicholas Darren Litz, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Parker Hayes Bumbarger, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations. Dakota James Sapinski, Cybersecurity Analytics and Operations.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the School of International Affairs are
Yuting Zhang, International Affairs.
Marie-Eloise Leclerc, International Affairs.
Holden Nash Foster, International Affairs. Semen Mekanoshin, International Affairs. Amazing Natasha Akwaye, International Affairs. Mariam Yasmin Ndiaye, International Affairs. Megana Reddy Yates, International Affairs. Jungyun Shin, International Affairs. Sydney Faye Engelman, International Affairs. Brigid Ostrowski, International Affairs. Jaden Powers Davis, International Affairs. Elizabeth Lucille Smith, International Affairs. Marco Antonio Damasceno da Ora Jr., International Affairs. Allura Latrice Winfrey, International Affairs.
Hongki Lee, International Affairs.
Theodore Christopher Crespo Alberto, International Affairs. Tess Linnea Charlotte Losacker, International Affairs. Shapagat Jumabai, International Affairs.
Students graduating with a master's degree in the College of Liberal Arts are
Jacqueline Smith, Criminal Justice Policy and Administration. Kimberly Marie Myers, Criminal Justice Policy and Administration. Cameron Alexis Cronin, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Maitland J. Podushlo, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Angelina Holly Smith, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Ad Weza, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Ahmed Shaker E. Al-Yusuf, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Gabriela Rinaldi Racho Pereira Gomez, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Newland R. Bonady, Comparative Literature. Marilena Hajievtikio, Comparative Literature. Madeline Bates, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Charles K. Coley, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Raluca McCall, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Julie Ann Kaiser, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Catherine Lily Shackford, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Nicholas Richard Savarino, Psychology of Leadership. Megan Valenzuela, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Hamza Mustafa Khan, Psychology of Leadership. Layla Nicole Gilbert, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Bailey Elizabeth Ware, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Kelsey Elise Knobb, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Heather Marie Cooper, Psychology of Leadership. Maya Elizabeth Kerr-Kost, Political Science. Christine Isabella Semenyuk, Political Science. Sydney Marie Fisher, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Nia Bruma, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Dean William Pierce, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Grace Renelle Guar, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Mercedes Long, Human Resources and Employment Relations.
Mary Perez, French and Francophone Studies.
Tricia Marie Cayetano Carrion, French and Francophone Studies. Naima Isabella Castaneda Isaac, Philosophy. Ayat Abdul Azim A. Al-Diabel, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Isabella M. Salcedo, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Lauren Slater Barbro, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Alexandra Elizabeth Donofrio, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Cassidy Elizabeth Love, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Aidan Michael Fletcher, English. Daniel Scott Woodruff, English. Alexis Madeline Godines, English. Andrew Patrick St. Clair, English. Adriana Ramirez Gutierrez, Spanish. Antonio Jesus Rubio Martinez, Spanish. Michaela Isabel Lewis, Criminal Justice Policy and Administration. Cindy I. Burgess, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Catherine Lizeth Malberg, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Angelica Bernal Torres, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Christina Dorothy Solomon, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Logan James Hauser, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Tanner Wayne Steele, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Carter Ryan Cavaliere, English. Ashley Morgan Person, English. Catherine Mary Joyce, English. Kylie Ann McKenna, English. Rachel Grace Wozniak, English. Yifan Jiang, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Logan Richard Colley, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Tara Eileen Carter, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Emily Elaine Jacoby, Criminal Justice Policy and Administration. Rachel Dawn Stover Heverly, Psychology of Leadership. Ellie Marie Miller, Public Policy. Paige Myers, Public Policy. Kelsey Marie Brown, Public Policy. Molly Elizabeth Graham, Public Policy. Beatriz de Araujo Silva, Public Policy. Cara Michelle Arnoldi, Public Policy. Emmanuel George Michel Kraft, Public Policy. Xiomara Nicole Larkin, Public Policy.
Nicholas Henri Simone, Public Policy.
Chiheng Wu, Public Policy. Denny Hertz Kalingoru, Public Policy. Arielis Alejandra Valdebenito Espinoza, Economics. Mohsen Zare Bidaki, Economics. Saeed Hojatinejad, Economics. Ella Rose Taylor, Criminology. Courtney Kristen Elmore, Anthropology. Carrick Tennyson Deerdorf, Anthropology. Ifan Wang, Economics. Yosibeth Torres, Economics. Ai-Ting Tsai, Economics. Jin-Hyung Kim, Economics. Mohammed Ali A. Asiri Sr., Economics. Muniati Labuna, Teaching English as a Second Language. Mary E. Muller, Human Resources and Employment Relations. Tiffany Wilkinson, Psychology of Leadership.
Graduating with a master's degree in the College of Medicine is
Grace Elizabeth Shields, Public Health.
students graduating with a master's degree in the Ross and Carol Neese College of Nursing are
Jodine Petrona Thomas, Nursing. Tessa Magdalene Martin, Nursing. Rita Marie Concanon, Nursing.
students graduating with a master's degree in the Eberly College of Science are
Juliana Desiato Duebner, Applied Statistics. Jacob Thomas Moffett, Physics. Jasmine Corcosa, Forensic Science. Caroline Louise Krupka, Forensic Science. Hannah Cruz, Forensic Science. Shah Imran Hossein, Biotechnology. Kunyu Pan, Biotechnology. Megan von Abo, Biotechnology. Zane Matthew Alexander, Biotechnology. Wanchiol Chang, Applied Statistics. Maria Fernanda Anglero Mendez, Applied Statistics. Julian Armin Mintz, Physics. Yujia Shen, Applied Statistics. Chuhang Zhou, Applied Statistics. Martina Isabel Albuja Quintana, Biology. Sanchita Saha, Plant Biology.
students graduating with a master's degree in the School of Professional Studies are
Samuel Leiter Schwab, Data Analytics. Stephen Sansoni, Information Science. Maya Carino Ellison, Software Engineering. Jeremy Brett Miller, Engineering Management. Hannah Morgan Peters, Engineering Management. Adam Zachariah Ababne, Data Analytics. Mary Rose Meyer, Artificial Intelligence. Gage Michael Randall, Data Analytics. Muhammad Faizan Raza, Data Analytics.
Sai Sanjan Chitakunta, Data Analytics.
Divya Kapuluru, Data Analytics. Stephanie Gamboa, Software Engineering. Abigail Elizabeth Hines, Systems Engineering. Gwyneth Marcelina Uminga Zelmanov, Systems Engineering. Mia Noel Wanyo, Systems Engineering.
Tanuja Voruganti, Data Analytics.
Joshua J. Martin, Data Analytics. Nathan E. Burak, Engineering Management. Prasanth Pandarathil, Data Analytics. Abigail Page Barbara, Information Science. Ezekiel Doug Barty, Information Science. Mark Francis, Systems Engineering. Marco Antonio Guzman Jr., Engineering Management. Ileana Joaquin, Data Analytics. Ho-Jin Wu, Engineering Management. Erinick Adrian Grenville Halliday, Systems Engineering.
We'll wait for the rest of our master's students, our master's graduates, to return to their seats before we recognize this group. Will the new Penn State Master's graduates please rise as you are able, and let us applaud their achievements. Thank you. You may be seated, and congratulations to all of you. This concludes the conferring of degrees. Now I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Paige Casanellos to induct these new graduates into the Penn State Alumni Association. Dr. Castanellos has earned 4 degrees from Penn State: her bachelor's degree in French and Francophone Studies and Hotel, Restaurant, and Institutional Management, a master's degree in International Affairs, and a dual title doctorate in Rural Sociology and International Agriculture and Development. She serves as the Senior Gender Advisor with Oxfam America and actively gives back to the university through her service on the Fox Graduate School Alumni Society. Dr. Castanellos.
Thank you, Dr. Preston. Congratulations, class of 2026. Welcome to the Penn State Alumni Association, the largest and most passionate alumni base in the world. Penn State is committed to investing in your growth, not just during your time as a student, but throughout your entire life. That commitment shows up through lifelong learning opportunities and engagement with the university. Your Alumni Association is the bridge that connects you to this once-in-a-lifetime experience. There are more than 200 alumni groups around the world. Reach out to your local chapter. They'll be really glad to hear from you. Penn Staters lift one another up, share opportunities, open doors, and inspire one another to greatness. That support begins in your time as a student and continues through your professional development in every stage of your career. Our alumni community is your community. It's one way Penn State stays connected to you and how you stay connected to Penn State for life. So it gives me great pleasure to induct today's graduates of the Pennsylvania State University to the Penn State Alumni Association. We are so happy to welcome you to the alumni family. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Castanedas. Now, before we conclude the ceremony, there are some people who deserve special recognition. Parents, grandparents, spouses, children, and other family members and friends have all contributed toward the achievements being celebrated here today. Would family members and friends of the graduates please rise as you are able and remain standing for a moment. Your sacrifice, understanding, support, and caring have helped your graduates attain their educational goals. This encouragement is very important and not always easy. It takes a special commitment. I want to ask our graduates to stand as you are able, look at your family members and friends, and join me in thanking them for all they have done to support your success at Penn State. Thank you very much. You may be seated. At the heart of every great university are the faculty and staff who support our students. Will our faculty and staff members in the audience please stand as you are able so we can recognize you? Thank you for all that you do for our students. You may be seated. I wish to conclude our commencement ceremony by thanking you for the We Are spirit that embodies our community. I'm proud and grateful that you chose to advance your education here at Penn State. You will always be part of the Penn State family, and we wish you health, happiness, and much success wherever you go. Now, Anna Forrest will lead us in singing the Alma Mater. Until the academic procession has exited the floor. Following the departure of the platform party, the university marshals will dismiss graduates. Graduates in the white chair section, please exit from the front right side of the floor. Graduates in the blue chair section, please exit to the rear of the event floor. University marshals will assist with the dismissal. Ms. Ferris, I turn the stage over to you.
Raise the song, Thank you.